Hey guys, it's Chris at Highline Guitars and you're watching another one of my YouTube guitar building videos. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope that you'll find this video useful, and by the end of it, maybe you'll consider subscribing, or at the very least, giving me a thumbs up. And of course, if you're interested in helping to support the channel, you can always visit my YouTube merch shelf, which is displayed down below the description for this video. And there you can purchase plans for building guitars, the tools that we use to build guitars, as well as, some merch like t-shirts. You can also click the thanks button, which will appear after this video has premiered, and leave a tip in the amount that you want. Anyway, the topic for today is YouTube content creators, specifically the other channels out there that are focused on guitar building. Despite what you may think, I really don't have a lot of time to watch a lot of guitar building videos. And I noticed in recent years with these guitar building contests that have come up, YouTube has been, I don't want to say flooded, but there is a noticeable increase in the number of guitar building videos related to those contests. And some are really good, but some are just absolutely cringeworthy, and they can be tough to watch. As a result, what I wanted to do was to give a shout out to some of the other YouTube content creators who are focused on guitar building that I actually watch. And there's only a couple of them because I just don't have a lot of time between making my own videos, building guitars, and the myriad of other activities that I'm involved with to watch a lot of YouTube videos on building guitars. So I want to give a shout out to those channels, and we'll start by taking a look at a channel that has been around for a while. It's Texas Toast Guitars, and even though they have Texas in the name, they're located just up the road from me in Denver. So Texas Toast does a really outstanding job of explaining the process of building guitars, but they take a slightly different approach than I do. As you know, I use CNC. I used to do hand building, or what I call power assisted hand building, where you're using table saws, band saws, drill presses, planers, joiners, routers, and all that. But now that I've moved on to CNC, there are still quite a few people out there who would like to understand better how to do guitar building using those kind of tools. And Matt is a really good tutor when it comes to building guitars using more traditional techniques with templates. He uses a pin router, and he's a master of the pin router. But that's kind of where we part ways when it comes to building guitars. But a lot of the basic concepts behind building guitars are the same, and our philosophies are pretty similar. We also part ways when it comes to some of our finishing techniques, because he's pointed out that my recommendation of using solar res, UV cured polyester resins and that sort of thing is a bit amateurish, which it is, but it's designed for people who don't have the professional tools that guys like me and that Texas Toast has access to for finishing our guitars. So that's one of the reasons why I recommend it. It's, if you can't go out there and spend a lot of money on spray guns and the equipment that's associated with that, solar res is an option you can consider. That being said, Texas Toast still does a really great job of explaining the whole process of building guitars from start to finish. And their videos are pretty entertaining as well. So I highly recommend Texas Toast Guitars. Now, another channel that I like to watch from time to time is Dylan Talks Tone. And Dylan's been around for quite a while. And in the beginning, he was doing a lot of videos focused on building guitars. And if you go back and look through his past videos, you'll notice he does a lot of excellent tutorials which explain tone and how tone is generated in an electric guitar, what affects the tone, and things that you can do to fine tune and dial in your tone as you're building or repairing a guitar. And he really knows his stuff when it comes to that subject. In fact, whenever I'm going to do a video where I'm going to be talking about different aspects of tone from my point of view, I will often go back and watch some of Dylan's videos just to make sure that I'm not going off in the wrong direction, because that's easy to do when it comes to understanding and explaining tone in an electric guitar. But Dylan really knows it. Now, in recent years, he's kind of gravitated more towards gear reviews, as well as focusing on another side of his business, which is making pickups. And I'll be honest with you, if I didn't make my own pickups, I would absolutely use Dylan Talks Tones pickups. He really knows how to wind a pickup. So if you're kind of interested in checking out Dylan's, that link will be down in the description below as well. And then this is a new channel. It's only been around for a short time, but it's one that is really well done, and that is Klesh Guitars. Now, I first discovered Klesh about a year ago. I came across his other channel, which is focused on prospecting for gold and treasure hunting. And I was just getting into the world of gold prospecting, because when you live here in Colorado, you're surrounded by rivers, creeks, and streams that are full of gold. And I thought it'd be kind of a fun way to spend my weekends in the summertime out on the rivers prospecting for gold. So I watched a lot of Klesh's videos on that topic. But Klesh also builds guitars, and he recently finished building a shop, and it's an impressive shop. And he started a new channel called Klesh Guitars. Now, what I like about his channel is he has a very good presentation of the information that he's presenting. Now, another thing that I like about Klesh Guitars, and it's something I think you'll appreciate as well, is that, like Matt at Texas Toast, Klesh uses a lot of power-assisted hand-building techniques to make his guitars. And of course, that means bandsaw, router, templates, drill press, all that kind of stuff. And Klesh has been around building guitars for quite some time. And he mentions in his video that he had worked for other guitar builders in the past. I'm not sure if it was one or more, but he has his own company, Klesh Guitars, which he had for quite a while, but then he built this new shop, which he has just got up and running, and that's where he's making his videos for his new YouTube channel. His presentation is fantastic, and when he talks about building guitars, he does two things that I really admire. First of all, he offers a lot of tips and tricks that he has learned himself building guitars over the years, but he's also willing to share with you when things don't go well, when mistakes are made or unexpected oopses. And when that happens, he explains how he gets himself out of it. And that's really, I think, where there's a big opportunity for luthiers and guitar builders to share their knowledge on YouTube. It's how you deal with the mistakes and the things that go wrong unexpectedly. So I definitely recommend Klesh, and again, his link to his channel will be down in the description below. So those are the three that I typically watch. Now, if there are other channels out there that you think are really good, share them down in the comments section below, because sharing this knowledge is really what helps us to learn and grow and get better at building guitars. Because let's face it, we never really become the ultimate masters of guitar building. We're always learning something new from other people. And YouTube is a great resource for expanding our knowledge into the art of guitar building. So I hope you found this video to be useful, and will, of course, consider giving it a thumbs up and helping out financially if you're willing to do so. And until the next episode, as always, take care, stay safe, and I hope you'll be back.